Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the month of September. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and get into it, Taurus, and see what we have going on for you. Do hope you're doing well, hope things are going good for you. I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. And isn't this interesting? We have all four sevens, 7777. We have all 4 7 cards. That, I can't tell you if that's ever happened in a reading. I really don't remember that ever happening in a reading. Interesting, Taurus. So 777 for me as a number is related to your spiritual guides, your spirituality, and really your spirit team being around you. But yeah, I would say if you're somebody who likes numerology or the numbers really interest you, I'd research what 777 means at this time, because like I said, don't remember that if that's ever happened in a reading. But anyway, let's go and take a look at what we have here. So on the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is really, you love to see it. Some of you here are shining very brightly at this time, in this month. I'm being drawn here to the sunflower. You know, when I think about a sun, but also because you have the sun card, the sunflower symbolism here is showing up heavily for you. And so when I think about the sunflower, I think about expression. And I think that is certainly something that also comes in with the Queen of Wands as well. Being somebody who's not afraid to express themselves fully or to be in their kind of highest expression. And in fact, if they are able to sort of express themselves fully, they really can bring something amazing into their life. The Queen of Wands is all about attraction, but attraction from a place of expressing their authentic self. And so when the Queen of Wands expresses themselves authentically, they can have whatever they want, right? They can find a relationship, they can find the job, the soul, career, the purpose. All of those things are available to the Queen of Wands. And when they get into that mode, everybody wants to be around the Queen of Wands. And so it asks you to be unequivocally yourself, to be unequivocally you when you get that energy. And so definitely love to see it. It is one of these law of attraction cards that I find in the tarot. And so, you know, definitely something that's also very nice to see. But let's go ahead and let's get some additional messages here. In the overall situation, you have the first 7 of the 4 sevens that we pulled here. And this is all about the seven of Cups, which is all about an abundance of choice or an abundance of options that could be in front of you. The 7 of Cups says that be careful that you are not being overwhelmed by taking on too many burdens or too many projects. On one hand, you could consider each one of these cups as like a project, or, you know, something that you've taken on in your life. And maybe this person feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of work that they've created for themselves. On the other hand, this person is also recognizing if it's not projects, they have a lot of options, and that is a little bit daunting. On the more positive end of this, you know, this can talk about having an abundance of choice. And you know, yeah, it may be a little bit confusing, but you do have an abundance of choice, and that is certainly, you know, a good thing, right? People like to have choices, and this person certainly does. And for you, I definitely think that there are so many choices here available to you. Some of you may be a little bit kind of locked in your mind about like, what is the right choice? I'll talk about that some more. You have this interesting thing, 777 right down the middle, right in the middle column, which is so important. And so we'll talk about that more, but wow. In the beginning of the month here, you have the 6 of Pentacles, you have the 9 of Cups, and you also have the 7 of Wands. So 6 of Pentacles is all about this idea of inflow, outflow. You can see that this person is giving to the person here, and that's in one hand, but in the other hand, they have a scale. Scales in tarot represent balance, but they also represent karma. And it's this idea, karma is really the accumulation of your actions. And so as this person gives, in this case, they receive, right? And this will start to balance out as they give. And so inflow, outflow. Now this can come forward if you've been in the running for a job raise, or if you've been looking to secure more money or something like that. It can indicate money coming back to you in some ways because you've been giving, right? In order to get a job raise, you must give. Like, that's just the cold hard truth of the situation. You must give to an organization or to a project or to a situation. And this can be the culmination of receiving after having given a lot of your energy, your time, your effort. That's the other thing with the Six of Pentacles, which is, maybe this isn't monetary giving. Sorry. The Six of Pentacles could be about you showing up for a friend in need, or, delivering some healing words of encouragement to a friend who may need them. And that is a form of giving as well. With the Nine of Cups below it, the Nine of Cups is all about your dreams, wishes, and goals kind of being highlighted. The Nine of Cups is an extremely good card, and this is about wish fulfillment in one's life. You can see that this person is extremely content. Okay, content is the name of the game with the Nine of Cups. They have their arms folded, they are happy, they're sitting. Behind them, they have these 9 cups that are upright. Upright cups in tarot are a good sign. And for this person, they are emotionally content, and they're content in their situation. This is one of the happiest cards to find. You actually have 2 of them. You have the happiest card here with the Sun, but then also the Nine of Cups is definitely one of the cards that you want to see. So for some of you, some of you I feel like have been wishing to get recognized, or some of you have been wishing for some type of increase in your money situation here with the Six of Pentacles above it, because this upper row is the row of your thoughts. And so I think some of you, this has been something that you've put a lot of mental energy into, you've put a lot of mental effort into, this idea of giving, and as a result receiving, and this has been something that you've been wishing for. You have this Seven of Wands as well, which this person's really standing their ground in the face of competition. What I really like for you here is that with the Seven of Wands, it suggests that you've been successful in your life, because you can't get to the Seven of Wands without the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a big win, or it's this idea of exceeding expectations. So some of you may quite literally be competing for a job, or even competing for money within an organization, such as a job raise. Like maybe there's one raise available or something like that. That wouldn't surprise me either. In the middle of the month, you have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Amazing. I mean, literally has never happened before. I would really look up 777 energy. This is a big, a very spiritual number, a very spiritual angel number, or numerology combination to find. And what am I feeling from this? Well, I feel like for some of you, this, for me, this 777 energy is about telling you that you are being guided at this time. I feel like some of you are being guided. Okay, and what I mean by that is, I think some of you have been having to scratch and claw, or fight tooth and nail, or for something here with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. And there's this idea of hope in the middle of that with this Nine of Cups. This 777 energy is listen, as long as you are doing all that you can do, and especially if you have been truly working very hard, which it seems like some of you are here with this Seven of Pentacles, everything will work out for you. Okay, the timeline is, who knows, right? Timelines change, timelines are hard to wrap down, and everything like that. But as long as you can honestly say that you are doing the best that you can, there's nothing else that you can do. And I feel like it's this idea of being guided. I also think some of you here are a little bit locked up in a choice that you have to make with the Seven of Cups. And maybe it's not a little bit, maybe you're very much locked up in a choice that you have to make because of the Eight of Swords as well. And it's almost like maybe some of you, if you take a look at this Seven of Pentacles, this person is really contemplating. You can see here, they're really deciding, do they take what they have here and move in a new direction, or do they allow this to grow a little bit more? Some of you, it's like if you're not going to see the money come in with the Six of Pentacles progressing into the Seven of Pentacles, some of you are like, okay, well, it's time for me to make a hard choice. And for you, you may be like, man, if I take this choice, what will happen? Well, the reality is, Taurus, is that everything in life comes with a risk, you know? Literally everything in life. There's risk in everything. And so we can't let the fear of failure or the fear of like risking, you know, something that may not pay off hold us back in this case. And so I feel like this idea of you being guided is very important, and you are guided because you've put in the work and you've put in the energy and the effort. The Seven of Swords says, hey, build a strategy and trust yourself. Be careful of people who you have a weird vibe about with the Seven of Swords, but really trust your gut and build your strategy. Towards the end of the month, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Sun, and you also have the Temperance card here. So if we take a look at this diagonal, Seven of Wands, competition, Seven of Cups, really needing to decide, and then this Eight of Swords, this is you like really struggling to decide here. This person is blindfolded and they are trapped in this situation. They're trapped in their thoughts, but the Seven of Swords says that there is a solution available, and the solution's like right in front of you, but you can't see it because you're locked up. You're locked in your thoughts. You are trapped in your thoughts here with the blindfold, hands behind the back, you know, surrounded by each sword. Each sword represents a thought. So they could easily take the blindfold off and get the solution, but they are struggling to find it. And I definitely think this is about a choice here with the Seven of Cups and how this is sort of affecting maybe even your mental well-being. The thing is that I really love is that this is going to end up working out for you because you have this massively positive, massively happy energy here with the Sun and the Temperance card, okay? The Sun is all about, it's a major sign of happiness. It's pure joy. I mean, look at this person. I mean, could they be any happier, right? I mean, could they be any happier? They are expressing themselves fully, just like the Queen of Wands does, and they are enjoying themselves. The Sun is, for me, is the best omen to find in the tarot. Again, sunflower symbolism. You may even want to take a look at spiritual symbolism, sunflower, like go on Google and type in sunflower spiritual meaning. And you can also do that alongside 777. Those could be very important searches for you to do at this time that could help you. You have this Temperance card as well, which you can see the Tempencers dipping their toe in the healing water. They're figuring it out, right? You're figuring it out here. You're healing from a situation. You're taking a level-headed approach here as you see that they're combining elements. And also the triangle on their clothing is an alchemical symbol, indicating that you can really bring something into your life, but you must do it from a place of balance. And so right now, some of you are maybe kind of really going back and forth on an option here, but it's probably number one, because you care, number two, because it's important. And the thing is that you have the tools that you need to figure this out. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what is in these Kipper cards. Okay. So you have Message of Concern, Great Fortune, and Imprisonment. So the Great Fortune card was reversed. I don't read reversals. And in fact, I don't even think that Kipper uses reversals. I'd have to double check, but doesn't matter. I don't read them. So the thing is, this Imprisonment card is like very important here because of what I talked about with the Eight of Swords. It's similar. It's like basically the same energy. I don't view this as like jail. I view this as you being trapped in your thoughts. And this is like a really good illustration to elaborate on what the Eight of Swords talks about, where you are having a hard time getting out of your mind, even though the solution is right there. You have the Great Fortune card, which is the best card to find in the Kipper deck. It's all about good fortune, good times, good energy. It could bring about a big change in luck in good fortune. But then you also have this Message of Concern, which I think is about you waiting to hear results on something. Yeah, your thoughts are just so important at this time. Okay, your thoughts are really driving everything here at this time for yourself, Taurus. And I would say getting your thoughts aligned towards what you want to attract here with the Queen of Wands, but also towards authenticity is going to be extremely important. So let's go ahead and start to clarify. But if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Nine of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Wow. So this is very likely about work. This upper row is all about wands. Wands is the suit of work, career, enterprise, business, situations like that. And to kind of tie into this narrative even more, you have this hanging man who's like really indecisive. Okay, what the hanging man needs to do is move out of their state of just sort of being static and move into their state of embracing a transformation. They are static right now. They are attaining enlightenment. They are thinking, but you're doing a lot of thinking, Taurus. Okay, you're doing a lot of thinking. That's what I see here in this reading is you're doing a lot of thinking. And sometimes we have to take the risk. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying like go to Vegas and like gamble your money. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm suggesting is that in life, there's a risk in everything. There's even a risk in getting married. There's even a risk in getting married. You know, you may wake up one day and say, you know what, you're a great person, but I'm just not feeling this marriage anymore. Or the other person could do that to you, or that could happen to the other person, and that's how they feel. And the thing is, you take a risk, right? Everything you do in life is a risk. And, you know, you can't stay on the sidelines not acting if you want to improve. And that's what I feel like saying here. There is a major opportunity with the Nine of Wands, which means you're almost there. Okay, Nine of Wands is like very close to completing something. But the big opportunity comes in with this Ace of Wands, which is physically starting something, going towards it, moving in the direction and getting that spark of life that you're looking for, getting that catalyst energy. That's the Ace of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, which is a counterpart in the tarot. You could be partnering up with somebody here in business. This has been a very largely a business reading, but it's also possible that some of you are working through relationship dynamics here as well as you're dealing with this choice and this decision that you have to make. And then the Five of Wands is really just about conflict. There could be some type of relationship choice that you're also looking to make. Maybe you've been in a relationship for a long time, or you know, you've been involved with someone for some time, and this could be the choice as well for some of you. But overall, it looks like you're getting the spark and the catalyst you need. Remember, 777, sunflower symbolism. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.